The class of 2013, taking the stage after more than 700 school days.
I think you really need to be motivated.
Leaving a high school, many say, was more than just school.
I'm also really sad that I have to say goodbye to the place that's been my home for the past 4 years.
Receiving their diploma and heading into the next chapter of their lives.
UCSD, yeah.
Welcome to TigerCast News, Roseville High School, Class of Graduation 2013. I'm Megan Julin.
And I'm Daniel Wetter. We're here at Hanson Field on the campus of Roseville High School, and in minutes, the class of 2013 will take the field and begin the graduation ceremonies for the 101st time here at the high school on the hill. And now we're going to take a live look at the crowd. They've been filling in the stands for about a half hour, and if you look over there, you can see people are trickling in. It's about 97 degrees out here, so it is very hot, especially out on the football field. Those graduates will be feeling the heat and in their black robes. Administration expects nearly 4,000 to take part in the ceremonies today. By the way, the ceremonies, that would mean this graduation is sold out, something not new to Roseville High School, selling out graduations most every year. But this year, about 500 more people will be able to take part in the event. This live stream is broadcasting to Patty Baker Theater, meaning more people can come and watch the graduation. We're also streaming around the world, so we welcome you to our broadcast as well. I caught up with some of the seniors this year to take a look back at their 4 years here at Roseville.
Another year, another graduating class.
An outstanding class, both academically as well as what they've done extracurricularly, as well as what they've done in terms of community service.
But it's not the numbers that make up this class, it's the people. People like senior Cole Jacobs.
You're not going to remember the class that you had, you're going to remember the people that you had in that class and what you did with them and the feelings that you had with them and all those memories. So I just think those little things are what you're going to look back on.
And one of those little things that Cole will remember, that baby powder stunt that Wood Creek pulled at a basketball game, which forced the game to move to Roseville.
I had such great teammates, and I love each one of them, and we that game, that whole season was really a fun experience, and definitely something that I'll remember for the rest of my life.
It's those memories that so many seniors make while at Roseville that transform something as little as crossing a stage into something as big as turning the page on an era.
It's hard. It's a really hard feeling. I've definitely been struggling these past couple months because I just feel like I've grown up so much in the past 4 years.
But Cameron Bones notes those 4 years weren't without these kinds of moments.
I know that as a freshman, I would never have been able to do that.
Lip dub aside, other seniors are in a sort of shock that they're graduating today.
I honestly don't feel like I'm graduating this week. I think that a lot of seniors can say the same. I feel like I don't know, I feel like I was a freshman that went to senior ball. It's really weird. I don't feel old at all.
One thing, though, is clearly on all of these seniors' minds: the future.
It's kind of scary because it's a new experience and everything, going into the real world, exiting the place that I've known for 4 years. But it's exciting because there's so many possibilities out there.
And it's what these seniors do out there that makes this class not just any class, but the class of 2013.
Classes graduate every year, but as you saw there, they really are unique.
Taking another live look at the crowd as they prepare to watch the ceremony tonight. Looking like everyone's getting pretty settled in their seats. Everyone looks hot, but you know, umbrellas, fans, that's all helping to cool us down. And yeah, looks good.
So the seniors are ready for graduation, but what does it look like? We'll take a look at the timeline of graduation. At 7 o'clock, the graduates will begin their processional to the football field, where we are now. At that point, the Roseville High School band will play Pomp and Circumstance, the graduation tune we can all hum in our heads. Then the actual ceremony begins with the Pledge of Allegiance by ASB President Ariana Christie and Senior Class President Hunter Shearer. After that, the band will play the National Anthem, which will be followed by the first address of the night, coming from Principal Basham. He'll then announce life members of the California Scholarship Federation. At that point, he'll hand it over to the salutatorians Alexander Doza and Jessica Wang for their speeches. Valedictorian Stephanie Mah will follow them with her address to students. Then it's time for the presentation of the class of 2013 by Principal Basham and the acceptance by district board members. The class will then begin to receive their diplomas from presenters who were selected by vote of the class of 2013. As we mentioned, Principal Basham will start things off with his welcome address. We talked to him just yesterday about his big speech, and how he's feeling about it.
I've been working on it off and on for a little while. Pretty much it starts at the beginning of the school year, where I start to gather just information, stories, things that have happened during the school year.
One of the other major speeches tonight will be, of course, the valedictorian. This year, that's Stephanie Mah with a 4.46 grade point average. She tells us that it's an honor to receive this title. We also caught up with her to see how she's feeling about her speech.
I'm pretty nervous. I'm not much of a public speaker, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's gonna be okay.
And is there a certain theme in your speech? I mean, I know you can't talk about it that much, but...
I'm talking about the future, I can tell you that. It's meant to be inspirational to all my graduating class and to all my peers that I've been with for 4 years.
Let's go back out to the crowd and see how things are doing. People are still trickling in, and it is quite a big crowd today, nearly 4,000 expected. And now let's take a look at some video from the final rally. It's been mentioned a few times tonight that the numbers don't matter as much as the actual people graduating, and that's true, but we still did want to highlight some of those impressive statistics coming from this year's class. Let's start with some numbers about advanced placement classes. This class took nearly 800 AP courses throughout their 4 years, and more than half took at least one AP class. Most took 3 AP courses. Some other interesting stats: about 46% of the class of 2010 met the UC CSU A through G requirements, the standards needed to gain acceptance into state colleges. That number took a huge jump this year. 72% of this year's class met those requirements, the largest amount in Roseville's history. And one more number, the average GPA for this class, a 3.2, or about a B average.
With all those statistics, this class is certainly headed places. The map in the office filled with markers of where seniors are going to school. There are a lot in California, but more than a few headed out of state.
It's a very successful year. We have kids going all over. We have Boston University, we have New York University, we have a lot local, but local meaning through California. We have a wolf pack, huge, going to UNR. UNR is a very popular school this year. It's really emotional for me too, because I get so attached to the seniors during the scholarship time, but good for them. I mean, you can't just follow your dreams, you have to chase them, and that's what this class is doing.
Kim Moses, the college and career technician, was very happy about this year's class. Let's take a look at some more of the popular schools students are choosing. Some of the common ones include UNR, San Diego State, Sac State, Sierra College, and Cal Poly. There were also some interesting schools like Boston University and New York University. And we're taking another live look at the crowd. We're now just having everyone settle in. The band is starting to play, so we're all getting excited for the ceremony tonight. Still 97 degrees, still pretty hot, but we're all getting used to it and settling in.
Yeah, it is really hot out here, especially on the football field. We're actually going to turn it over completely to the ceremony now. We want to thank you for tuning in early for this special TigerCast. You can like us on Facebook and get all the latest updates on iTheTigerNews.com.
We'll be back after the ceremony for some of the highlights of tonight's program.